Hi there, Gary from Coolsmartphone, and this is just a quick software overview of the Xiaomi Mi Smart Band 4. So this is your start screen or your home screen, and just below that, where I'm tapping my finger, is a small little circular button. You can't really see it in the video. If I press the button and I swipe up, I get my different menu items. So there's status, heart rate, workout, weather, notifications, and more. By going into more, I get other options. So DND, do not disturb, alarm, music, stopwatch, and timer, and find device, and also silent and a band display and a settings option. So by going into settings, it gives me various different options such as adjusting the brightness, lock screen, and rebooting. There is no way that I can see currently to adjust the actual screen on time, which is not great. However, I have it on very good assurances that this will be coming in a future software update. So as you can see, it is fairly easy to navigate. This is a music control panel, and swiping back across gives us back our home screen, and either a left or a right swipe will bring that control panel in. If you swipe up, you'll go straight into the menu. If you swipe down, you go straight into the menu at the bottom. If you tap the home screen, nothing. If you tap, as you can see, I can scroll through there. Now, unfortunately, tapping the workout bit doesn't give you any more information about your steps. In order to get that, you do actually need to go in to the main phone, the main UI itself. Even a double tap on the home button doesn't bring it up, which is a shame, as it would be nice to be able to pull that up from just a glance. However, this is only one part of the actual equation. The other part is the in-phone user interface, which I will do another video about, as I'm actually using this phone to record it. One thing I will say is that this is a very tough and rugged little smart band. I'm in a particularly active job where it's constantly getting bashed around and knocked on surfaces, and it hasn't got any marks that I can see, and I've been wearing it now for about a month. So that's just a very quick overview of the software UI on the Xiaomi Mi Smart Band 4, and I'll be doing another video showcasing the user interface from the phone side of things. Thanks very much. Cheers. So this is the Mi Fit interface, which is the interface that's being used for controlling and accessing the data being generated by the Mi Smart Band 4 that I'm currently testing. So you can see on here that your first screen that you get to is a screen that gives you all your bits of step count, your sleep data, your heart rate data, and if you have that activated on an associated account, your weight. Now you can see my weight hasn't come through since the 12th of the 9th, so I wouldn't worry about that. You can also see what, your recent step count and any streaks that you may have had. If we tap on view more, gives you a little bit more in-depth information. So you can see up the top here that my sleep pattern was pretty diabolical last night. My heart rate has been not too bad. That was a manual heart rate measurement I did there. And weight, I wouldn't pay too much attention to that one. Doesn't have any data with regard to my body fat ratio because I've not been doing any workouts or planning my diet using this, and I don't have the Me scale, so that isn't showing up in there. If I were to be using it for workouts, if I go into my workouts, it will give me more information. It is telling me the amount of steps that I've done today, and also the amount of energy I've burned off today, which as you can see is not very much. By going back, I can then go into more detail about my walking, and I can actually set up a exercise, so I can start a walk from here and it will track me on GPS and give me all the relevant data. Same can be done with running, and the same can also be done with cycling. If I wish to, I can add more devices in here by pressing the plus symbol. So you've got band, you've got watch, scale and smart shoes, and that is pretty much that. If however I go into friends at the bottom here, it would allow me to add friends who have the Mi Smart Band 4 or other Mi devices, and it would then allow me to compete with them. Now I can do that by either using their IDs or scanning QR codes, and I can also message people from that as well. More importantly though is the profile section. In the profile section you will see all the devices that are linked to my Mi Fit profile. I only have the Mi Smart Band 4. You will also see any goals, any friends and any behavior tagging that I've got. In here I can see Smart Analysis. Now Smart Analysis will actually allow me to turn the details for my sleep quality analysis and body type analysis on or off, and then my settings will allow me to change units of measurement. So if I prefer to work in imperial, I can do so. I can also change my advertising settings, so this will be essentially using my data to produce relevant ads for me. Now I don't want that, so I'm just going to decline, which I believe I already have. And then if I go into my devices up the top here, you can see this is how I will actually control some of the more detailed settings on the Mi Smart Band 4 itself. So I can change my display settings. I can actually change what the display looks like. I can put a actual unlock screen on the band if I wanted to do that. I can change my incoming call alerts. I can change the vibration. There is no speaker on the Mi Smart Band 4, so it is all done via vibration. And it will show me the contact information as well because I have that turned on. I can also change event reminders, again using vibration. I can set my alarms. I do have an alarm set on here for every day. And app alerts will essentially be things such as if there's a Mi Fit alert, I can add other apps in here as well. So I could add things like WhatsApp, I could add in my email when I find it. So you can add all of these lists into the app alert functionality. The more you add in here, the more it will affect the battery life, so bear in mind that one. So that's me added my email. So I've now got WhatsApp, email. I haven't put messaging in there because messaging is automatic, and we'll come on to that very shortly on the next screen. So if I come out of that, if I go to idle alert will tell me if I've been idle, essentially, and it'll tell me to get up off my ass and do some exercise. I get enough of that from my phone, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. The other thing I do get in here is I get incoming SMS. So I have got this set up, so if I get a text message, it will notify me via vibration, which is very handy, and also goal notifications. So when I hit my 10,000 steps for the day, it will notify me of that, which is very nice. Now, you just saw that notification pop up. I did just get an alert on the Mi Band to tell me about that. So it's pretty quick. Down here, it can tell. I can look at what wrist I'm wearing it on. So at the moment, I am wearing it on my left wrist. However, predominantly it has been on my right. The reason being, I also wear a smartwatch as well. Automatic heart rate detection, I currently have that turned off. If I pop that back on, it gives me various different details. Again, also warning me about how it's going to affect my battery life and things like that. If you're really into getting accurate sleep tracking information, then it might be worth having the sleep assistant one turned on. So let's pop that on, just see what that does. And then you can adjust your detection frequency and things like that if you had it all turned on to the full extent. It'll also alert you if your heart rate does go too high. Night mode. So night mode will decrease the brightness, and you can schedule that to be at a specific time, which I have done. And then you can change the phone ringtone. Not really sure what that's all about, as this doesn't have a speaker. You can make sure that this is running in the background. Now this is something that's quite cool because this is specific to more and more phones these days. For example, the P30 Pro I'm using this on has got fairly aggressive battery management profiles, so this will stop the Mi Fit app from being turned off automatically. Just follow these steps and that will do that. Your display settings, that will again allow you to change the actual arrangement of your display, which is quite nice. Weather, it will allow you to change what areas it uses for weather and whether it's degrees Celsius, degrees Fahrenheit. Lab is experimental stuff. Checking for updates, that will essentially just check to see if there's any updates for the smartband, which there is one coming, I just haven't had that yet. And finally, pairing, and you can rename it as well. So that's a bit of an overview of what the Mi Fit app will allow you to do with regard to the Mi Smartband 4. I've thoroughly enjoyed using the Mi Smartband 4. It is, in my opinion, one of the better value for money wearables out there, and the fact that you can, if you want to, I haven't, tie it in with Google Fit is a really nice feature. So this is Gary from Coolsmartphone signing off, and